Hello, everybody. How are you today? Um, I wanted to quick come on here because I know that I received a lot of feedback from my subscribers. And if you are new here, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I know many of you have come from affiliate ministries, and I cannot tell you, I am tickled pink that you guys want to come over here and you want to learn about what I know and you want to understand my own journey, and can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate that. I've always lived by the philosophy that if I can make one person happy each day, or just at least one person smile, then I must be going down the right path. Um, you know, Following this walk, being set apart, is not easy. I remember my dad telling me a long time ago, and even though that he was using the term Catholicism, I really think that Christianity as a whole, or any followers of Messiah, can easily say that this journey is not easy. We are taking a very narrow path, and with that comes a lot of sacrifices, a lot of changes, not just in your philosophies, but just behaviors in general. When I was saved, it'll be November 19th, this like what? It's like 2 Mondays from now or something like that. I can't believe, my gosh, it's been 2 years. That's crazy. So, I'm so excited to share my journey with you guys because it's important um, that no matter how much we are together in unison in like our love for Messiah, for Jesus, for Yeshua, however you want to call him, he is our Savior, he is our King, and you know, we're all going to still be different in our own ways. Now, I've taken a journey through modesty, but yet I still wear makeup. Not a ton of makeup. I used to look very colorful. I still wear jewelry, not as flashy as I used to be. I no longer wear, as you can see, this is an old shirt. Um, I have two tank tops on because I'm freezing. Um, but like this t-shirt, it's a tank top. I actually have it on backwards. Why? Why? Let me see. See, look, see, there's the I actually have it on backwards. Why is that? Well, because this is a higher neckline. And you know what? The only person who needs to be seeing what's under these clothes is my husband. So, it greatly changed how I lived as a person. I have always been very eccentric, vibrant. I don't want to necessarily say flashy, but somewhat of a free spirit. I still have my peasant skirts. Not all of them, though. I did get rid of a lot of stuff. Um, but I wear my longer ones. And if I do wear a skirt, I'm usually wearing like anything that's higher than the calf. I usually am wearing leggings or some sort of tights underneath to not show my legs. Yeah, I mean, like it's a different way of life, and it's hard. It's not easy, especially when you are just starting out. Now, today I just want to quick talk to you guys about head coverings. Now, I know that seemed to be the big thing besides the homesteading and the gardening stuff, which of course I wanted to do yesterday, but yesterday and and the day before, it poured all day long. And last Monday and Tuesday, poured all day long. So, what am I going to do? And I have also off also Sundays. But this past Sunday, I graduated from Elijah House. So, graduating from a prayer ministry school was a big deal. But when I got home, I was so physically and emotionally exhausted from the crying because it was an emotional event. You know, when you're up there and you're giving your testimony, and you're not just giving your testimony, but you are letting people know that you unlocked a lot of junk inside of you from the time you were a baby, it's surreal. But I mean that in a good way. Anyway, we'll talk about Elijah House another time. Today we're going to talk about head coverings. So there are several types of head coverings that I wear, but before we go any further, I want to explain why I wear a head covering. A lot of people think that head covering is very Torah observant. It is Jewish. It is very Old Testament. Actually, that is not the case. Yes, is head covering mentioned in the Old Testament? Absolutely. Okay. But it's also mentioned in the New Testament. And I have it right here. So if you guys, just to let you know, I have several different types of translations. I personally prefer the King James Version just because I tend to read it. I understand it better. I think any scriptures that I've ever memorized or remembered seem to come from King James. So I want to take you guys to 1 Corinthians, okay? And that is chapter 11. And it's basically, it's page 2 through 16. And I'm going to try to, I don't want to say paraphrase it, because you don't want to paraphrase the Bible. But, you know, I do want to at least, you know, tell you the basics of what head covering means in the New Testament. Now I commend you because you remember me in everything and maintain the traditions even as I delivered them to you. But I want you to understand that the head of every man is Christ, the head of a wife is her husband, and the head of Christ is God. Every man who prays or prophesies with his head cover dishonors his head. But, and here's where it gets it, every wife who prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head, since it is the same as if her head were shaven. For if a wife will not cover her head, then she should cut her hair short. But since it is disgraceful for a wife to cut off her hair or shave her head, let her cover her head. So it's not just talking about wives. It's actually talking about women in general. This has been a very controversial topic with a lot of people in my life, mainly because there are a lot of people that that are part of my community, and they don't head cover. I do not judge. I won't judge. I'm not going to do that. I've seen what people who feel what righteous judgment is and the abuse that they have thrown to people I love and care about. I'm not going to do that, okay? It is not for me to save another person. My behavior may inspire somebody, but at the end of the day, that is between the person and God, okay? So I need to make that clear, that what I'm about to say, I'm not judging you if you choose not to head cover. I'm just letting you know why I head cover, okay? So, and I've got to try to be quick because I'm about ready to leave for work for the day, and I could go about this for hours. So why do I head cover? Well, for two reasons. I head cover because it tells me to in the Bible, okay? That's how I read it. Now, I have longer hair, okay? It actually used to be much shorter, and at one point, a year ago, it was like down to here. Technically, when you have longer hair, you don't have to technically cover because your hair as it's long is your glory. Your hair is your glory. That's why it says don't cut your hair, don't shave your head. You know, cover your hair if you must. But it does say that your hair is long. Let me see if I can find it. It might not be, I think it's in this passage. I could be wrong. I probably, oh, here it is. Yeah, I probably should have my glasses on because I can't see. Um, does not nature itself teach you that if a man wears long hair, it is a disgrace for him? But if a woman has long hair, it is her glory. For her hair is given to her for a covering. So that is the reason why many women choose to not cover their hair, especially if they have longer hair, because technically they don't have to, because our hair is our covering. So that's why I won't judge you for how you do this, with or without, okay? That being said, I also wear it because I am a married woman, okay? I wear this as a symbol that I am a married woman. And, you know, to me, that serves almost as a protection for me as I am under my husband. Now we can go into the whole women should submit, and I love actually that part of the Bible because it has been misconstrued in so many ways and making it sound like women are subjects to slavery, and it's not the case. Now, do men abuse the passage about women being submissive? Absolutely. But down the road, we'll definitely talk about that. For this, we're just talking about head coverings. So those are the reasons why I head cover. And I wear my hair several different ways, okay? So today is a beautiful day out. And it's not as cold as it has been. So I'm actually just covering the top part of my head and just letting this out. But as many of you seen, sometimes I cover my whole head, okay? As long as the head right here, the crown of your head is covered, to me, that's how I view head covering. Now, you may be completely in disagreement with me, and that's okay. I'm not here to debate. I'm just here to explain my own journey. So I hope that helps. And if you guys want to see certain styles of head covering, I can absolutely do that. I love the different styles. I do a lot of, from the tutorials of Andrea Ginsberg from Rapunzel, as well as Garlands of Grace. And most recently, I found out that a fellow sister, Vanina, makes her own head coverings as well. So now you know, so many head coverings, and I have too many scarves. One day I will show you my scarf collection because trust me when I say I need to give a lot away. So, but that's it for me now. I appreciate you coming to visit me. Click on the like button down below and then click on the bell and make sure that you get all my notifications. I'm hoping to post more often than I had in the past. So like I said, this is slowly building up and hopefully my editing will be getting better and better and better, as right now I'm just doing all natural. So hopefully my friends who I'm going to be seeing soon will show me some ins and outs of video editing. So until then, I wish you all a beautiful and blessed day, and blessings and shalom. Goodbye.